Okay, so Ikkicon is over. Praise the Lord. Oh my God, why did I come to freaking Austin, Texas for that convention? Yo, shout outs to Ferris for dragging me out to freaking Austin, Texas. Great job. Great job. Alright, so, anyways, like, I didn't even do a day 2 recap video because day 1 was so mediocre. I didn't feel like I felt like I should just I could sum up 2 days in one because of the quality of Ikkicon is so low that I can put it together in one like a one recap. So Saturday was basically just Friday with a lot more people, crowded hallways, bad smells, just pretty much all the bad stuff you get from a con without really any good content. I mean, they had a Street Fighter tournament, and it's like, I'm Happy Medicine, so I just blew everybody up, and made like mega money, and I mean, yes, mega for poverty people. It was something. And yeah, like the con itself, I feel like from talking to people, like locals and stuff, because anybody with any common sense knows that Ikkicon's bad. Like, I actually ran into this Miku chick, and Miku chick was like wondering what the hell was I doing in Austin? Why would you come to Ikkicon? She didn't even buy a badge. She was just bumming around the con. And so yeah. Basically, Ikkicon doesn't have much competition. It's like the only big anime con in Austin. Apparently, they have some other bootleg cons called Anime Overworld or some garbage. And the same people that put on Louisiana, which is like the biggest hunk of gunk ever. Like, Louisiana used to be good back when it was in Baton Rouge. Then they moved it to Lafayette, to the old MechaCon hotel. I know most of y'all don't even know what I'm talking about unless y'all go to conventions in the South. But basically, they took a small convention that was cool for the local people and just moved it an hour further. So people from New Orleans that travel to Baton Rouge, which is already a nearly a 2-hour drive, and they make them go an extra hour to a small convention. Nobody wants to drive 3 hours to go to Louisiana. Sorry, so you pretty much just alienated New Orleans. You alienated most of Baton Rouge because then now they gotta go an hour out of their way to a mediocre convention. And yeah. So the thing is I feel like areas need competition to force people to step it up with their conventions. Like, I travel all over, so I'm obviously going to be very critical of every convention I go to that's not of high quality. Yeah, because I'm not local, but obviously the con's going to do pretty well in attendance wise because they don't have anything else in Austin, so to locals it's pretty good, people who don't travel. But honestly, everything was unorganized, and just the quality of everything, the cosplay contest. Why would you have a cosplay contest and have the lights on? You had a big stage light and everything. The setup was nice, but why would you have the freaking lights on during a cosplay contest when you have people with LED lights on their costumes? It totally can't show off a lot of the good costumes because you have the lights on in the room. And their excuse was, oh, we don't want people falling off the stage. You gotta be a freaking idiot to fall off the stage, in costume or not. Just take your time with your step. And you have the backlight and everything, so you still have light. But the dealer's room was ridiculously small. I mean, it was I can't even, yeah, it's about as small as, I think MechaCon's dealer's room was even bigger than Ikkicon's, which is bad. And, the game room, they just didn't have enough setups. I mean, I can't say it was bad, they just didn't have enough setups. And, also, they weren't checking badges, which like the staff was dumb, not checking badges, like they're sitting there playing their DSs. I mean, not like that's uncommon anyway. Like they should have like more selective volunteers. Like most of these volunteers don't do their job. They just want a free pass and just work their shifts and call it a wrap. But I mean, the saving grace was I just got to chill with friends and all that. So it wasn't all too bad. But like the actual convention just like sucked booty. And and speaking of sucking booty, I mean Austin in general kind of sucks. Like downtown Austin, like there's just like a bunch of bums and hipsters, and like there's one guy downtown, and he is literally has his hands out like summoning. I mean, just praising to the Lord. And just saying these ritual things, and they got all these like crows just flying around him, and it's really just because of the wind. But I felt like he thought he was summoning them or something, and he was just rambling about some. Oh my! Ugh, I got asked for money so many times, and it's like 6th Street's really just like a bootleg Bourbon Street, and yeah, like Oh, I went to did you cut? Okay, so Miku Chick decided to, like turn off the camera. I was telling her to cut because I thought I was because this camera shoots in intervals, so I kind of got to cut it and like paste together. So just Happy Medicine Network does some very deep production. So, this isn't just like a point and shoot thing. We're not only have we upgraded to an $1,100 HD camera to give you high quality programming, we also have advanced editing by very professional editors, those being Happy Medicine. I do it all myself. So, send me those donations, JacobDavis002 with a K at gmail.com. We can provide more high quality shows like Real Talk with Happy Medicine, episode 53. And as I was saying, I went to Arcade UFO for the first time, and how do I say this? Alright, well, basically, a friend of mine basically said it was a dump. And I went in with pretty low expectations. I'll say, alright. The good thing about the arcade was, had a lot, it didn't have a lot of cabinets, but the cabinets it had for the most part were really good. The buttons were worn out, one of the sticks was just super loose and needed to be updated. The other one was okay. And but I can understand not updating them a lot because there's people there, but it's not like super busy. And the main issue I had was it was just too small. That place was like a freaking bathroom almost. It was just like a little hole in the wall. And the bathroom's right by the Street Fighter 4 machine. So this one dude took a dump and just comes out, and I'm playing Street Fighter and I got to smell that crap. Imagine if that was a tournament. Imagine if you have I know they've had tournaments there. I'm just so glad I've never been to a tournament at Arcade UFO because I wouldn't be able to breathe. How are you going to get 60, 70 people in that place? What do you got to do? Wait outside for that turn? When I went up there, it was disgusting. You had a bunch of hipsters that were probably all loaded on weed, playing random fighting games, which is just pretty much everybody in that place was white anyway, shout out to white people. And, oh my God, I'm gonna get banned again. Alright, like I said, we're a PG program, and, screw it, just whatever. Yeah, so it's freaking the main issue. I know it's fighting video games. Arcades don't make no money, so it's kind of hard to afford anything that's not like a dump. But it's just, I think the place would be a lot better if it was at a nice, cleaner venue. Just more space, and you don't even need more machines. You know, I mean, I heard y'all had like death smiles and like shmups and stuff. I didn't see any of that in there. Bring on some shmups. But like other than that, everything was pretty good. Like the cabs and everything, and except for one game we'll get on to the second. But it's cool to have an arcade, but I feel like because like same thing with Ikkicon, there's no competition, so there's no reason to force to step it up. But I mean, come on, that place is way too small. You can't have like legitimate tournaments or anything in there. You can't really. I'm like, I'll put it to you this way: if that place was crowded, I would have left. I wouldn't have stood around and with a bunch of just sweaty, musty people standing by the Street Fighter machine. I mean, it was smelly enough as it is. But if I'd had a bunch of sweaty people around the Street Fighter machine instead of like 6, like, I would have just bounced. Like, and I can imagine if you're having tournaments and stuff, it's got to be something like that. And there's one machine, you know, there's this crane game. You know, like they think that, you know, they try to lure you in. They had all these little con girls and stuff, you know, coming in there trying to win a little Attack on Titan plushes and all that. Spent like freaking mad money on that crap, and like that claw was not gripping anything. And like, so I thought, you know, I'd give it a shot, you know, just because my friends got bodied too. You know, even Ferris got bodied. And so I was like, okay, I'll just make a, I'll just try, you know, and, because there was Miku dolls in there. And this, look at this. This hoe is already sitting on Miku, real life Miku's lap. So, she's disgusting. You know, like, there'd be some, like, really questionable stuff going on if I wasn't in the room right now and the camera was rolling. So, like, this hoe has been cheating on me with plushes all weekend. And I need a new doll to replace her, because she's, like, 3 years old. I mean, look at this thing. Come on. Like, she's got freaking tattoos on her panties and freaking stains everywhere. This doll is mad old. Her hair's falling off. So I was like, okay, I saw Miku dolls in the machine. And I know they say it's impossible, but I'm Happy Medicine. I defy all the odds. So, like, I play this game. It's $1 a game. It's freaking ridiculous. I play this game, and first game I get bodied because the screw gets caught in the freaking the drop box thing. So I didn't even really get to play. So, you know, I analyzed the matchup. Had to learn the matchup. You know, I still had 1 credit left. So I ran it, and I dropped my card down. I hooked that song by the freaking the tag, and yo, we got next. This is 2014 Miku right here. Yo, this is that next level stuff. Like, you know, we don't need this hoe no more. Yo, she done. She freaking done. Yo, this is the new age Miku, and like freaking I don't even know. Like, I think that was probably the highlight of what I'll call like a very you know, uneventful trip. Like, you know, just typical con nonsense. Drunk people. I think a lot of people got drunk at this con, aside for just to kind of like wash it out of their systems, because nobody wants to. There's nothing to do with Ikkicon. There's nothing to do. I mean, obviously, Happy Medicine didn't drink, you know, because I'm 100% alcohol free. You know, like I drink stuff like this vitamin water right here, which is just 100% pure vitamin water and nothing else in here. I oh my God. A terrible human being. All vitamin water. Oh man! And speaking of, if you ever played The Sims, we have a real life Sim simulation right here. You see, you know, instead of having to shut the door to use the bathroom, I can just walk right in here and use it. Like I don't need to worry about a shower door and no. This is great. This is great. Like, you have a room and a bathroom just like built in. And like, shout outs to Miku for this great invention idea. More people should think about this. See, I can sit there and watch TV, on the toilet. I don't have to read the paper no more. I can just kind of sit here and chill, and just watch TV and do my business. And I can take a shower and watch TV. This is the next level stuff. So shout outs to Miku for this very innovative invention of hers. And I'm definitely, when Happy Medicine, buys his mansion, with all his, donations that you're gonna send to jacobdavis002@gmail.com. And and this is definitely gonna go into it. And if you send me enough donations, I will make sure I personally put your name on the wall in my shower. That's kind of creepy. But but there's some creepy fans out there, so I'm gonna entertain you just as long as you give me the money. Oh my god, so yeah, I don't think I have any. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know if many of you know, like I said, in my personal opinion, I think Austin, Texas is very mediocre. And it's just my personal opinion. They're just some great people in Austin. I mean, it's just very, very limited percentage from what I've met. But the good people are really great. Actually, like, a lot of the cool people I hung out with this weekend weren't even from Austin. So yeah, I rest my case there. So like, we're going to 7-Eleven. And it's mad cold. We're just like running to 7-Eleven. And then like, okay, first off, like, I'm just like, cause like there's like the most bootleg tranny ever. I'm sorry. Like this dude's like, he's like 7 foot tall. Like he's like 6'8", and like not even trying to be convincing, just like makeup, a dress, curly hair, and just the most manly build ever. And he's still trying to talk like this, the kind of, I don't know, but then as I'm buying my stuff, because I need some coffee to stay awake so I can film Real Talk with Happy Medicine for you guys. Just more reasons you should send me money. And they asked for I asked for paper bags, to carry my my drinks and stuff, because we had to walk like a third of a mile to get there, and I wanted to get paper bags, but apparently you can't get paper bags in Austin because paper bags are bad for the dolphins. What the bad for the dolphins? Like it's some stupid hipster rule, like, because everything in Austin is like some freaking like, I don't even know. Like, some local people from Austin are like, are familiar with the culture. Please let me know, because there's some like limited cool things, and no, there's really nothing cool in Austin. Like, even the pizza's kind of like, like mediocre at best. Like, I didn't have any great pizza this weekend, and so which sucks, because I had pizza like how many times? Like 3 times. I had pizza 3 times, and it's all been kind of mediocre. So, and it's just, like, Happy Medicine has very high standards, and, this is the 4th time I've been to Austin, Texas, and, I haven't been satisfied with any of my trips here. I enjoy going to Houston, I enjoy going to Dallas, but, it's also supposed to be the capital, and, like, all I see is, like, some bootleg White House. Like, I saw, like, it's supposed to be some, like, government building or something, but it really looks like a bootleg White House. I think every state's supposed to have that. I don't know anything about the world. So, yeah, let me know that too, educate me, But yeah, other than that, like, yeah, this was a very uneventful trip, so, like, I apologize that, like, I have a very uneventful story to tell about this trip, and, hopefully, I'll have a more eventful story when I go to DTN in 2 weeks, and, blow people up and all that. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys later.